guys, and welcome to Mindfulness Mondays. I'm actually posting this video on Sunday with plenty of time for you to play with the concepts in this video because we get the month of December 2018, we have been gifted 5 Sundays. It's odd and a rare opportunity for us to change our gestalt, the way we think about the Mondays. I don't know anybody who hasn't really experienced the process of the Mondays or going back to the work week from the weekend. And the reason we experience that is because it is a state of us being in duality, not present in the moment, not at one with our true nature. We're dual in that space. We're living in 2 spaces and holding 2 spaces. And we know from processes like multitasking, we can't live in dual states. The brain doesn't live in dual states. The brain can only do one thing well. But we trick ourselves into thinking that we can do this, and then it bleeds over, and then we end up having these experiences like the Mondays, where we're okay with living in these states of a duality or separateness or disconnection is another way to put it. You've experienced this in yoga. If you have a yoga practice, you'll be in a asana, and you start that asana and you line up the body and you're in this place and you connect to the breath and you're really playing and ebbing and flowing in that asana, and you feel, oh, I'm going to relax my shoulders, and oh, my legs feel strong today, and my breath is moving with my body. I'm not moving beyond my breath. I'm not moving beyond my edges. I'm just playing in this sweet spot of this asana, and I am sipping in this moment, the openness of my body as my hips open up, as I feel the heat and the strength of the body. And you've all felt that experience. That is you being present in that mind-body connection, in your authentic self, versus you get into the pose and you lose that. Your mind goes to Monday, or your mind goes to, oh, what am I going to make for dinner? Or your mind goes over here, and you lose that moment. And in that moment, you come into the state of dualism, where your mind's over here and your body's over here. And when our mind is anywhere other than the present moment, or when we are anywhere other than the present moment, or when you get really good at this, when the witnesser disappears and you're no longer witnessing this present moment, then you are insane. Another way to put this, I love Byron Katie. She says, when you're in someone else's business, when you're in Monday and it's Sunday, or when you're in the universe's business, or you're in Sally's business, oh, she's such a pain in the butt, when you're in somebody else's business, then you're not present, at which point you're insane. Like you're disconnected, you're duality. Nobody's running. Who's running the helm here? Who's here? If I'm over here, then what's happening here in my body that I'm not aware of? Oh, I'm pissed off at Sally. I'm anxious about Monday. I'm in this state, and then I'm saturated in all those negative emotions and corrosive chemicals from being in fight or flight or stress response chemicals. And when we live in that land too long, then that's when we dig those deep grooves or ruts of depression, anxiety, anger, fear, all of those things. And we're not authentic. We're not connected to our authentic self. When we come off the work week, we have this short, little, beautiful, delicious weekend where we get to spend with family and friends and eat delicious food and enjoy and savor. We've kind of carved out this space for us to enjoy this. And then oftentimes what comes as a byproduct of that is we tend to overindulge, because we're like, we only have 2 days to do that. We only have a short window of time. And then the rest of our life in duality, we're either here or here, is this workspace in this work week. And we've either have a shitty job that we hate, we're doing something that we hate every day, or we're doing something that we've not come to terms with appreciating or making work for us in a way that it works for us, and seeing it as just this space to make money, and I have to go there, and it's almost like we've imprisoned ourselves here. And in turn, we imprison ourselves here in these 2 separate dual places. So your practice is really simple. And this practice really is at the core meditation. So if you can do this practice, then you are a meditator. You just didn't even know it. So your practice this week is to see. Every time to just recognize and see. You're not going to change. You're just going to be a witness or observer of every time that you step outside of the present moment of Sunday, all day Sunday, all afternoon Sunday, all evening Sunday. You're going to do this constantly. And every time you track your brain going to Monday, I'm stressed out about this meeting tomorrow. Oh, I hate going back to work. Oh, there's the anxiety. Every time you catch yourself in Monday, and not in the present moment in Sunday, you just say to your mind, oh, you're in Monday again. Come back. It's Sunday. Hey, it's Sunday. Come back here. Come back here, you little child, you little you little silly monkey mind. Come back here, because we're not in Monday yet. And you just recognize it's not Monday, but I'm living in Monday. Whose business are you in? Monday's business. Every time you recognize that you're in Monday's business, I want you to come back to Sunday. Stop, close your eyes, don't judge yourself, laugh at your monkey mind, laugh, laugh, laugh over and over. You have to have a sense of humor about this, because you're seeing the irony of that mind, and eventually when you see it, the grip it has over you in so many layers just goes away. But if you're stressed out and go, oh look, I'm always stuck in Mondays, you're missing the point of this practice. You will hundreds of times on Sunday, maybe thousands of times, go to Monday, go to Monday, go to Monday. And that's all we're doing with this practice. We're recognizing, how often do I live in Monday? How often am I in Monday's business? And then come back to Sunday. One other thing you can do that I learned this from Inside the Buddha's Brain, it was a book on meditation written from a neuroscientist perspective, is you can put a placeholder in your brain. So maybe it stops wandering to Monday so often, and it kind of gives your mind, because our mind likes to tinker and solve problems for us. So if you can give it something cool to do that's productive, it will go, oh, I can do that because I'm a great servant. Your mind's a shitty master, and you're letting it be a master by delving into Monday over and over. Your mind is a master and you are the slave. You are getting dragged into Monday. But if you can flip that switch and change that gestalt and say, nope, mind, I want you to do this. You set a placeholder and you go, okay, it's not Monday, but on Monday morning, then Monday morning you can worry about that board meeting. Then Monday morning you can worry about what you're going to wear. Monday morning you can do that thing. Or the second thing you can do to prepare for Mondays is literally prepare for Monday. If you think about Monday and it brings you anxiety, you recognize it, you come back to the present moment, you say, I'm in Sunday. Okay, is there one thing I could do that's productive? Maybe I set my glass of water out on my counter so I know on Monday morning I'm going to nourish myself, I'm going to hydrate myself. That was in one of the first Mindfulness Monday videos that I talked to you about, is staying deeply hydrated. Another thing could be, okay, well, I'm still on Sunday, I want to enjoy Sunday, so what would help me with this placeholder concept is, well, maybe if I set my clothes out, or maybe if I did a quick load of laundry, and then I'm going to go outside and play in the snow. It's snowing and I'm going to enjoy this moment. Or I'm going to sit down and hunker down with a hot cup of tea and allow myself to enjoy that book. And I'm going to say to my brain, no, you don't go to Monday, because remember, we already did the laundry. We already set everything out. We've already prepared for Monday. And I just get to enjoy this book. I get to enjoy this time with my family, this dinner, this whatever it is in this moment on this Sunday. Another thing you can do for yourself that's a great quick placeholder is just write a sticky down. These are all the things I'm going to do on Monday morning, so Monday will be taken care of and I don't even have to worry about it. Now my sticky is on Monday morning, number one, I hydrate. I make sure I wake up first thing, I hydrate. Second thing, I make a short to-do list of the most important things I need to do today so that my day's productive, so that I don't waste all this time at work and that I can have more free time, more weekend time, more play time, more me time, more connection time. And then three, I'm going to have a meditation practice, or I'm going to do something mindfulness. I'm going to have something, and your list can be something totally different for you. It may be whatever it is that puts that placeholder and satiates that constant dart. Our mind's constantly darting to Monday. So anything that kind of helps to satiate that. And then lay it down. Throughout these 5 Sundays, you're going to find that 100 times or 1,000 times your mind is going to wander to Monday. And that's all we're doing, is recognizing it. And every time it does, just close your eyes and go, I'm in Monday's business. Oh, there goes my silly mind in Monday's business. And maybe stop and take a breath and come back and come into Sunday. And allow yourself to be present in that moment, right then. And come out of that dualistic state and just be a witnesser, observer, a watcher. Just be present. So I hope that helps you guys with getting over the Mondays, or getting to see the Mondays from a different perspective, or getting to experience maybe that what's going on with that duality. Because whenever we're in duality, or we're in other people's business, remember, nobody's at the helm. At which point that kind of is insanity, that we're always living over here and we're not in our own business. Let's change that gestalt. And thank you for joining me for this Mindfulness Monday series. This will be the last topic of the series. And if you feel like it would help any friends or family members, feel free to share it. I've posted about 25 videos on this series over the last 5 or 6 months on all sorts of different topics. So you're welcome to use them and share them with anybody you think they may help. And I hope that they've helped you. And I wish you the best for the holidays. Over these next 4 more Sundays and Mondays, I will be posting more videos on this topic, the Mondays, and how to get out of that rut, change that gestalt. Have a fabulous Sunday. Namaste.